When attending an assembly inside the school auditorium, you must have observed how different the orator's voice appears from the original. Also, the sound produced by the musical instruments during a concert in a closed hall appears very different compared to its original sound. Ever wondered why? The answer to this lies in the concept of reverberation of sound. Reverberation is the phenomenon of the persistence of sound after it has been stopped due to multiple reflections from surfaces such as furniture, people, air, etc. Within a closed surface, these reflections build up with each reflection and decay gradually as they are absorbed by the surfaces of objects in the enclosed space. It is the same as the echo, but the distance between the source of the sound and the obstacle through which it gets reflected is less in the case of this reverberation. The quantitative characterization of the reverberation is mainly done by using the parameter called reverberation time. Reverberation time is usually defined as the length of the time when the sound decays by about 60 decibels. Where can we hear reverberations? First, cinema theaters. Second, auditoriums. Third, indoor stadiums. Advantages of reverberations. These often enhance the original sound quality. Some of the concerts sound magical due to reverberations. Increases depth of sound without changing pitch. It makes music sound even much better than the original. Disadvantages of reverberation. If it is just a normal room, then reflections won't stop and sound will not stop. It sometimes results in a loss of originality of words. The listener will be confused between the original and reflected sound and he can't even understand anything. It is highly undesirable and causes anxiety in listeners. It affects communication and sometimes confuses the speaker due to repeated reflections. Applications of reverberations used in enhancing soundtracks and quality. Chamber reverbs use these to increase the listener experience. Plate reverb collects the vibrations and transforms them into microphones. Used in guitars, digital workshops, drums, and other instruments. How can we reduce reverberations in a theater? By using sound absorbing material, which are soft and pliable and absorb sounds. Ways to reduce reverberations. Sound absorbent materials such as fiberboard, rough plaster, and draperies, and compressed materials are used to seal the roof of auditoriums. Porous materials like myna wool and fiberglass are also used as absorbents. Heavy curtain to doors and windows can absorb the sound. Panels and cardboard materials are also used for the ceiling of auditoriums.
The process of reverberation inside an auditorium. Person receives sound from all angles. It is called reverberation when reverberation was showering. Inside a studio called echo chamber, the speaker collects the sound and then passes it on to the mic. Spring and steel reverbs are used nowadays. Tape recorder are also used inside studios, and reverberation is now available in the form of
Types of reverbs: hall reverb, chamber reverb, room reverb, plate reverb, spring reverb. Hall reverb replicate the sound of a concert hall. Chamber reverb. Chamber reverbs are similar to halls, delivering a lush, ambient, soft sound. Room reverbs. Room reverbs sound most like the normal ambience we are used to hearing in the real world. Plate reverb. Unlike hall, chamber, and room reverbs, plate reverbs don't mimic a real world acoustic space. Spring reverb. Spring reverbs deliver a sound unlike any other. They operate similarly to a plate reverb with a transducer at one end and a pickup at the other, but employ a spring instead of a plate.